Oh, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the Weeb Lounge. Things are not looking good on the market. It's absolutely atrocious. But yet, we're here mining, and we're still advancing. All right, I wanted to make some comments on the whole Ethereum potential collapse, maybe. Oh, it's not looking good, but I want to do that and a little bit of update of what's going on here. If you guys haven't noticed, a lot of this stuff has moved out of here. It's starting to look more and more bare. Essentially, I got just about everything I need moved out except for the rigs themselves. I'm still waiting for the power company to come hook up. So the power company comes and hooks up. All these go moved out to the mining garage now, and then we're set, and I can come back and start streaming, guys. Yay! Oh man, but what has me worried and terrified, at least a little bit here, is the fact that Ethereum almost feels like it's on the verge of collapse. Now, before I go speculating on anything, I want to make sure, I'm not a financial advisor, get all that out of the way, no financial advice, blah, blah, blah. I'm just kind of talking out of my rear here, so bear with me. But everything just, I woke up this morning and I was like, I bet you Ethereum's down again. And oh boy, was it. Oh, like I saw that stuff and I was like, am I going to be able to pay the power bill this month? It's ooh, okay. Yes, I can pay the power bill this month, but not much more. And I don't know if I can spend any money in Princess Connect now. It's tight. It is really freaking tight right now. And I'm going to have to be frugal. Something I haven't had to do in a while here. Like really frugal. I might have to act like my cousin Jake and break out some damn coupons. He watches this once in a while, so I hope that'll get him. Bitch. But anyways, it really feels like things are just going south, and it's just going to keep going. And while I'm thinking about this, I'm going out to the garage. And welcome to the garage. So many things have been getting moved out here. Past few days, 4 or 5 days, let me put it this way. I haven't gotten a workout in the past 4 or 5 days because moving and cleaning all this stuff, that was my workout. Oh, man. And here's a little thing that a lot of you guys might not know. So when I'm talking and everything on these videos, you kind of hear me take breaths, right? Can't really avoid doing that because got a deviated septum and some other stuff like that. So I kind of have to take breaths through the mouth and everything every time I talk, like that. So, bear with me on that. That's just norm for me. I don't have much of a choice, but whatever. That's kind of silly. All right, well, as far as electricity goes, got the 2 panels there. My buddy Pat, he's hooking up a bunch of plugs here. Once he gets done, which he'll probably get done today, there's not much more to do. Just need to have NIPSCO hook up the power for us, which I can hopefully get today or tomorrow. I got to call a bunch of people because the guy we were working with, this engineer we were working with, he just decided, it's like, oh, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks and not telling anybody. This is my luck, guys. This is why things keep getting delayed. Like people that need to get over here to do things, they just come up with excuses or blah, blah, blah. And, this is the latest one from the power company. We were working with one specific engineer, and without any warning or anything, he just, basically the day that comes where we need to get this hooked up, he goes on vacation for 2 weeks and doesn't tell anybody. Well, doesn't tell us and doesn't forward his work. So we were sitting here for almost a week waiting for when NIPSCO would show up to hook up the power, and they just never did. And then we come to find out they don't know to do it because he went on vacation. Oh my. Okay, I need a vacation from all this, especially with the market just taking a crap. I cleaned up, this whole garage got gutted, cleaned. I actually mopped the floors a lot. I really should have redone this, whatever, but yeah. But everything got nice and cleaned. Power got floating around. Got some of the boxes and everything over here. Still a little bit of a work in progress, but almost done. And you see like this kind of gap area here, that's for a second tent eventually. I made sure to clear that out and make sure that it's ready to go if and when I put one there. That's what these second boxes, I had 2 electrical boxes there, and the second one is going to feed over here, and plus a little bit more. I need some like power hanging from the ceiling or something. But anyways, about Ethereum, and I said Ethereum might collapse. It really does feel like it. Son of a Tech had some comments on it. One of the exchanges all of a sudden just like stopped trading, period. Yeah, that's never a good sign. And I also read another article that Binance stopped trading, I think, Bitcoin itself. And I'm like, oh, those are all horribly bad signs. And, people were thinking, okay, we know a crypto winter was coming, right? Because, the Ethereum merge and all this other stuff, the world economy, we're going to hit a recession. I have no doubt in my mind, we're going to hit a recession. We're going to hit it hard, and we're probably going to be stuck there for, probably around 4 years, if not more. So be prepared for that. Again, not financial advice. I'm not that guy, but this is me talking head. But it feels like it's just going to be absolutely horrible in that degree. But here's the thing. And I should have known this. I should have seen this coming. I really should have. I've talked to it about it to a couple of my friends. And why I didn't realize this myself, even though I'm the one who was talking about it, yeah, okay. I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, okay, you have all these things that run on the Ethereum blockchain, ERC20 or whatever the heck it is, right? NFTs, smart contracts, all this stuff. And I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, okay, all the miners out there, what a lot of people don't realize is the miners aren't just there to make money. I mean, we're trying to do what we got to do, but the miners stabilize the blockchain. It solves and processes basically the miners solve and process transactions. Think of it that way, right? And I started thinking, it's like, okay, well, once everything is staked, what the heck's going to do that, right? These little PCs or tablets or mobile phones that just have a little wallet with some staked Ethereum on it or whatever the heck, that's not enough compute power to do what it's got to do. Not even close. Now, of course, it might use a completely different technology, completely different method and everything, and I might be talking out my ass. Okay, this was speculation on my part, trying to like put 2 and 2 together, and it's like, well, considering all the compute power that's on Ethereum as of now, that's an awful lot of power to make up. And if it goes to just staked, where does the power come from to be able to handle these computations? Where does it come from to handle all the transactions and everything going through? Is it enough? I don't know. I really started thinking when the price was starting to come down and all this stuff was happening, I was like, well, maybe it's not enough. Maybe people know this. Maybe people are like, hey, the network itself is not going to be able to sustain without the miners. And I was just sitting here thinking, you know what, you're kind of right, aren't you? Now, granted, when it goes staked and everything, technology might completely change. It might be irrelevant. It might not. What I just said might not be even. It might not even be useful. It might be completely irrelevant. Don't know, but I just started thinking that, and I was like, well, maybe that's part of it or whatever. But oh man, there's so many people cashing out in these exchanges that were halting trading and just kind of like, think of it this way. Okay, this is what a couple of exchanges have done, and it's really worrisome. Think of it this way, okay? Everybody has like your standard bank account, right? You got your money sitting in a checking account or something, and you got a debit card. The debit card is just a piece of plastic with the number on it, right? And it's associated with your checking account or whatever account that you withdraw funds from. You go buy something, you swipe it, you're basically giving that retailer or whatever permission to access that account to withdraw whatever money it is that you bought or whatever. Like with me, I just authorized this morning McDonald's to take $8.88 for my steak bagel meal, okay? So there's that. But imagine if all of a sudden the bank was like, yeah, none of those debit cards are going to work for a week. You can't get your money. Now, in the United States, that would be incredibly illegal, and it very much is. But in the crypto world, decentralization, blah, 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 laws not evolved, they can probably get away with it to a degree, right? And that's what a few of them have done. They basically, said your debit card is just not going to work now. That erodes trust. It erodes the platform's ability to do any kind of transactions. Once a company does something like that, remember the whole mess with Robinhood and GameStop and AMC and everything, how they took a hit, right? Kind of the same thing is happening now, but over in the crypto world. So the trust is just going to erode away. And, if the biggest exchange, like, say Coinbase, if Coinbase all of a sudden does this, game over. Well, won't be game over. It'll be a really long pause because, people are saying crypto winter. I'm thinking crypto ice age. I really am. It's going to keep going down. It's going to keep going down. And, for the immediate term, and especially for me, it's a horrible thing. It's a bad thing. Will I be able to actually make a profit with all this stuff and all this investment I put in? If I'm lucky, I'll be able to pay the electric bill and maybe have a little bit left over for iced coffee or two. That's what I'm hoping. So, I might be looking for other sources of income, but whatever. We just have to be really, really careful. But here's the thing, all right? And I need to throw a little bit of hopium out there. I mean, I really do. If the crypto ice age is truly coming, then those who can survive it and get through on the other side are potentially going to just absolutely bank. So this is the long game that I'm going to try to play. Whether or not I'm successful at it or other miners are successful, I don't know. Because right now you have a lot of people just turning this stuff off. Right? You have a lot of miners, because the profits are way, way, way down. Everything is taking a crap. And a lot of miners are just turn it off. Sell the GPUs, sell the GPUs, sell the GPUs. Like I said, when I first began this, we keep mining, and we keep mining. We expand, we keep going. That hasn't changed. Okay, I've got plans, selling some assets, doing what I got to do. And I want to keep expanding, even in a crypto ice age. That's the goal. I have to be far more careful about it now, but that's still the goal. Because you come out on the other side of the ice age. Let's take Flux, for example. Okay? Right now, Flux, heck, I think it was last I checked, it was like 48 cents for a coin. When just a few months ago, it was like $2 or $2.50, something around in there. And I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, oh man, right now, cheap Flux, get a whole bunch of it, set up some nodes, maybe make some money long term, the cumulus node or whatever the heck it is. I really want to get in on that. And I'm sitting here scratching my head, is like, can I do it though? Can I maintain some level of profit out of this stuff? Ooh. So, but that's like the long game. Imagine, if you could survive the long game for let's just say a year, okay? Maybe longer, maybe shorter. Nobody can predict that. But let's say I turn everything over, start mining Flux. That's only like 47 cents a coin or whatever. But I mine, I hold, hodl, whatever the heck, And after a year, it pops back up to $2.50 or $3, which I honestly think potentially it could. Well, there you go. It could even be more than that. It might be far less. Nobody knows. It's all speculative. But, once we come out of the ice age, to come out of the ice age, something has to happen in a very good way and pop. And when one big thing pops, the rest of the stuff pops. So there's your potential. So I'm really thinking that those who do it wisely, do it safely, do it securely, and they make it through the crypto ice age will come out on the other side a hell of a lot better. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys. So, what else is there with Ethereum? I keep hearing about depegging or whatever. I don't quite have my head wrapped around this, but essentially what it is if something horrible happens to the Ethereum chain, then all this stuff that's wrapped, like wrapped Bitcoin or NFTs and, wrapped Binance or whatever the heck it is, or, basically anything associated with Ethereum would kind of get decoupled by force, which means an awful lot of loss and disappearing of things that, they just go into the ether or they lose value or something weird like that. And that sounds scary, especially for a couple buddies of mine or whatever. That's apocalyptic, if that's the right term to use. For certain individual cases, that could be certainly apocalyptic. Hopefully not. Hopefully it doesn't go around that. But one thing I kind of want to throw out there is, I look at the Ethereum developers and I just I want to be like, these guys are being greedy dumbasses. Okay, that's what my heart wants to say. But I know for the most part they're good businessmen, otherwise they wouldn't be in the position that they are. But let's put it this way. If you want Ethereum to truly survive, you either have to, one, somehow find a way so that when the merge happens, you can also withdraw Ethereum right away. Nothing's locked in place. Because this is one of the big concerns, the merge happens, all this Ethereum that's staked just basically gets locked. Nobody can do anything with it. It's just sit there. It's stuck there, just staked, and can't do a damn thing until another update that they do, which could be 6 months later or a year later, where they can actually do something with the funds. That's like, think of it this way. The whole debit card example. You're sitting there swiping and swiping and swiping. All of a sudden, some policy changes, and they're like, "Hey, you can't touch your money for a year. We'll give you like 5% interest on it. It's fine, but you don't get to touch any of that money for a year now." A lot of you would probably be really, really mad and upset at that, wouldn't you? Same thing here. So what they need to do is, when the merge happens, shorten that time frame. Either have the merge and the next update after that is where you can, unstake your Ethereum, happen at the exact same time, or at least within like a week. If they do that, it'll up the confidence for Ethereum. They'll be more liquid. People can sit back and take a breather for a week and then get back at it. But put it that way. That'd be fine. The other option is to stop trying to merge crap. All right, Ethereum is not decentralized. It is not. And this whole thing with the merger is what does the merger do? The super rich people who have a ton of Ethereum sitting around basically get interest and free money and bank, while the miners and your average investor kind of takes a crap. That's all it is. It's rich people. It's the whole notion of the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. That's the whole reason behind the merge. Simplified. If they really want to boost things up and even benefit their own selves, the rich get richer kind of thing, is stop it with the merge. Period. No merge. Anything that's staked, do something so that people can unstake it and get back to normal, and leave the damn network alone. Let it do what it do. Think about it. There's no reason for it. Absolutely none. And, that's my little bit of hopium out there. But if you really think about it, there's no point to it. They've been delaying the merge and delaying the merge and delaying the merge. And the reason they probably keep delaying it is because they keep seeing the price go up or something. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. And then they're like, okay, at this high point now, it's like, okay, we need to merge. We need to hurry up and merge. What they're trying to do is lock in their assets. That's what that 1% or whatever is trying to do, lock in their assets. And I'm not trying to be some kind of not eco warrior. What the heck is it? Whatever. If I was part of that 1%, I'd be cool with it. Okay, I'm not trying to be that guy. All right, but but that's the thing, is they need to add a little bit of security, a little bit of flexibility to the network, and by doing the merge, you don't do that, contrary to what some other people would say. Well, I think I've ran it on long enough, and my stupid GoPro that I'm still freaking using is about to lose its battery, so I'll leave it at that. We'll catch you in the next video.